Oh, okay. I think the mic was on mute. You can tell I got something brand new and I don't know how to work it. That looks like Donnell. Can you hear me now? All right. Well, the mic is off mute, so ain't no Mr. Cowie. Man, don't oh man. Oh, ain't no Mr. Cowie. So at any rate, like I was saying, it was a headache trying to get this started, but this is like one of those benchmarks, a milestone that I can say that I reached because I finally got 1,000 subscribers, which enabled me to actually go live. So that's pretty cool. So as I was saying before, um, I couldn't be heard, and I appreciate that, Donnell or Cruiser Dan. Um, so this was hell on wheels, like trying to get set up for live streaming, and this is not like a podcast or anything like that. This is more like I wanted to be able to go live because I got like a lot of my homeboys that got bikes. Between here, we have an alliance between Clarksville, Nashville, that sort of thing. And so what I'm trying to do is like every once in a while get us all together in one room, camera, mic, and we just discuss different topics. Whatever topics is on whoever's mind, like we just discuss it. Um, my co-host, he was here earlier, and he decided to go get him some tacos. And so I've been waiting for the last like 30 minutes or so. No, actually, it's probably more like an hour. And finally, I decided, you know what? To hell with it. I'll just discuss stuff myself. So, um, anyway, I only have one person watching so far, which I understand totally. This is a brand new live stream type deal. Like it's a test for me, but um, I don't know. Let me ask Donnell. First of all, no, I ain't gonna let it go. Donnell has a ZX10. And so I hope that these ZX10 people are not all up in my doggone comments. He got a nice ZX10 though, and he's fast. I'll give him that. He's part of the alliance and he's fast. You know, as it pertains to the alliance, the alliance was started so that we would have like a team to represent, obviously our city and our state as it pertains to road racing. So initially, I think he had like a Gixxer 1000, which is awesome. And then recently he got a ZX10. And I went through, I actually, check it out. I went through and wrote this down. I was counting all of like the riders between the alliance, and there's got to be six, I think 6 to 8, no, like 6 ZX10s and like 8 Kawasaki's total. That to me, but I don't want to go off, man. All right, so anyway, let me get back to my script. I got a little script. So first thing is I'm finally live, like I said. Um, it's a good milestone for myself, and I wish even Donnell, like he's commenting on here, but I really, really wish that he was actually here physically. You know, I think he's out of town or something, but I wish he was here, man, because like he's a funny dude. If you go through like my content and all of that, like you'll see him on his, I think it's a 2019 or 2020 ZX10, and it's like one of those YouTube bikes or IG bikes or however you call it. Like it's one of them. Got the little disc and all of that stuff, and it's fast. It moves out. I think the only bike in my arsenal, if you will, my fleet, half my fleet doesn't work. Out. That's a whole nother discussion. I'm trying to remain happy here. No, I don't want to remain happy. So I got some race bikes that I was supposed to jump on lightweight riders. Um, and no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so I got some projects, and eventually they'll be done. I hope they'll be done fairly soon. And yeah, let me get back to Donnell's ZX10. So, anyways, Donnell has a nice ZX10, but like I said, I counted it. And I'm gonna name some of these people, man. So my co-host PD, he has a ZX10. It's like a 2019 or something like that, right? 2019 or 2020, but I no 2019. It's like that original like Nardo gray color, that sort of thing. And the bike is nice, like carbon wheels, exhaust, tune, all of that stuff. Um, I've raced PD a couple of times. That bike moves out. It's pretty quick. He's over 200 pounds. He's got to be 230, 240. And I like racing people my size because it's more of a race, but that's a whole nother conversation when the squad is here. Corey. Corey has to be about 230, 240. He has a ZX10 as well. And I can recall the first time I raced that dude, he had his electronics on. Now, I understand I did some research before I went live, so I know I could be demonetized for music and too many cuss words. So if I pause while I'm talking about Corey, it's all good. I don't mean to curse. It's just he really pisses me off because he initially told me he didn't have electronics on, but yet he did have them on, and I ended up losing. It's the races is buried somewhere in my videos, and he has a Gen 6. I think it's like a 2021. Cause yeah. Because we both have 2021s. And honestly, I rode the bike. I've raced him plenty of times, and for his size, that bike is set up pretty nicely. And it's stock wheelbase, which is crazy. But I'm noticing a common theme with the ZX10 stuff. My homeboy Batman, he has a ZX14. He got the Febreze on it, and that bike is pretty quick. I rode that recently. I got a video of that too. Batman has to be shoot. Let me not curse. 270 pounds or more, something like that. And even him, he's hanging with the smaller guys. So that's like, it's crazy. Like whatever he got done to the bike, which I kind of know, but I'm not close, makes sense. But there's like a couple of people that get on my nerves. Now, Antoine, another ZX10. Now, that dude was supposed to be over here tonight too, but he likes Sean Kemp. My understanding is he got like 12 kids or something like that. So I spoke to him earlier. Hold on now. Let me see who. Let me make sure because let me see about it. No, it ain't him. Antoine was supposed to be over here, but I raced him and this dude named Moses. He has a ZX10 as well. And you'll notice there's a common theme of me just continuously losing to stupid ZX10s. But I know why I lost. No. That's an excuse. Their bikes are pretty quick. They're set up fairly well, and those, I mean, they can ride. So, I mean, but still a ZX10. But I got a homie. His name is Shadow. He has an S1000. And that thing is set up pretty quick. Between him and Donnell, both of those guys are pretty quick, like really, really fast, actually. I got a Gen 3 booster just recently, which has no tune and nothing like that. But that's not even an excuse. I would need like major motor work and probably a power adder to keep up with these guys. The only thing that I have right now, I think that would give them a run is my H2. Which I don't really run my H2 anyways because it's unreliable. So, but Shadow's S1000 is pretty straight. Obviously, Black Widow, she rides an S1000. It's nitrous capable, but it still needs a tune. And then my homeboy, which he's not here right now. Hopefully he'll come back soon. His name is Moosey. So he got a ZX14. And if you look deep in my videos, there's like it's a white bike with white wheels, and it's like the theme is like black and white. I call it China white, and it's a nice bike. I can't believe I'm saying this about a Kawasaki, but it's definitely a nice bike. And what I can say is like I've raced him plenty of times on one of my my 2014 S1000, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I won a couple, depending on, if he makes a mistake or something, but it's a really, really nice bike. And I'm just naming guys off, a couple of guys that, got some nice bikes. And gals. I mean, Black Widow, even though I'm kind of, I'm married to her, but still. Charlie Rodriguez. He has a Gixxer 1000. I haven't really run with that bike. He had an older Gixxer 1000. Now he has a newer one. And then last but not least, this guy named Jacob. So Jacob has an R1. He just recently ran Shadow. I don't have video of that, but my understanding is he beat Shadow, but then, which obviously R1 versus an S1000. We know that the S1000 on paper should be faster than the R1, but he's a tiny guy. And well, Shadow is kind of small too. But yeah, like they raced, and my understanding is the R1 is faster than the S1K right now, but I'm thinking that once Shadow gets his tune and dials his bike in a little bit more, which I can't imagine that because he's already pretty quick, then it'll make sense later and he'll probably beat him. See, these Nashville guys, well, no, I'm not going to start on that tangent. Oh yeah, I'm not even going to start on that. But that in essence is like, that's the alliance. And I think, basically when we have meets and stuff like that, if we host a meet or we go out of town for a meet, the alliance is basically to defend what's considered our territory, because some of the last times that someone came into Tennessee, their bikes may have been slightly quicker, although we did represent, from my understanding. I didn't represent because I'm always slow because I'm still waiting on my projects, but they represented and it made sense. So, which I can talk about my projects, but that's a whole nother thing. So anyway, like I said, this is a test. More than likely, like later on, when I can get all of the guys together, you'll see most of them, hopefully. Nashville will come down and visit. Clarksville, obviously, will be here. And then we'll have like a healthy discussion on some, or not only the scene, but just some things that we've seen via social media, and just have some topics that we want to discuss. So I think I am at 13 minutes. I only have 2 watchers currently, but that is okay because, again, this is my first one. And then I'll go back, replay it, make sure that the mic is picking everything up, make sure everything is fine with the camera, the computer. I do have to, I got to figure out how to add other people into the stream. It took me long enough to even set this up. So but it's progress. So glass half full is progress. And then if y'all stop by here and you check out just this little 14, 15-minute video, I don't know, if you ride motorcycles, maybe drop some in the comment and tell me what you want to hear, want us to talk about as an alliance. Like I said, we have too many ZX10s. That seems to be like a popular bike. And then I think second would be either the S1000 or the Gixxer 1000, one of those two. But either way it goes, I did my first live stream, and even though it's by myself, it's still pretty cool. So that will be it for now. I'll holler at you.